crack a 22-inch bass drum.
So a couple weeks ago, I was hired to play a gig with a band I normally don't play with. It's a rock country band, and normally I do jazz and ballroom. So I said, what the hell, I'll take the gig. I'll get out of my comfort zone, do something different, because it's good to get out of your comfort zone and do something different. So it's a Saturday, and after I figured out what was wrong with my griddle, I got to making breakfast like I always do on Saturdays. My wife works, so it's me and the boys all day long. And so I always start the day with a nice breakfast. I get it all together. And in order to prep for this gig, I learned 25 songs. And then they sent me a new set list, so I learned another 20 songs. And it was a big pain in the neck, but I got through it. I practiced, I listened. After I did a little jig and I flipped some pancakes, me and the boys were gonna get our day underway. And it's important, I think, to practice different styles, to get out of your comfort zone, to jam with people you normally wouldn't jam with, to do things you normally wouldn't do, because you get stuck in the same old rut, doing the same old thing. You're gonna get bored, you're gonna get frustrated, and doing things out of your comfort zone gives you that boost, that refreshing sense of accomplishment. So that's why I said yes. It wasn't great money, and it was a late night gig, but I took it anyway because I needed a little refreshment. I needed a little rejuvenation to what I've been normally doing, which is the normal stuff. So after breakfast, do some dishes, me and the boys hit up the pumpkin patch, and they went down that slide about a zillion times, and on our way home we ran into a protest, the No Kings protest, which my kids loved, and it was cool. They got a little civic lesson, then we got some In-N-Out. And after that, I'm so bad at this. I completely forgot that I was making a video about my gig tonight. You know, having kids, you just forget things. I had other things on my mind. I had to get dinner, and my son had to pee, so I had to find a place for him to pee because it was in the middle of traffic. Anyway, I'm at the gig. I'm about to go in, and I'm going to film the gig, and we're going to see how it goes. I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't done this sort of thing in a very long time, but I'm prepared. I learned all the songs. I practiced all the songs. My drums are tuned. I got the right drum choice. So we're gonna go rock and roll. Let's rock and roll for the first time in a long time. Yeah. So we're off to a great start. The bass player's amp just died. So now they're dealing with that. And I'm going to keep warming up. Off to a great start.
And Mr. Garrett Miller on drums with us, and another special guest, killing it.
All right, I have to jump in right here. Listen. This is not how Take It Easy goes. This is not how it goes. The song does not start on the downbeat. It doesn't. It doesn't start on the downbeat. The guitar player counted it off and played it on the downbeat, so I went with it. I said, all right, fine. We'll play it wrong, and I'll go with it. And we played it, and I did it on the downbeat. But this is not how this song goes. It starts on the end of 4. It's the end of 4. Look at every transcription. Feel it differently. It's on the end of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bang. It's off the end of 4. It's not on the downbeat. That was wrong, but I went with it because you don't want to cause a train wreck on stage. I just went with it. But you can see my reaction. Like, okay, fine. We'll do it your way. It was wrong. So it's 12:15. I just got done with my gig, and things started pretty rocky, but they kind of pulled together as I think the band loosened up, and we did more, like, I don't know, it seemed like we weren't as prepared as we should have been. And you know, this is outside of my wheelhouse, so I kind of like over prepared, and then still, like, it wasn't tight. Definitely wasn't tight. You could tell that, like, anybody that's a musician watching would know that, like, we were a band that was unrehearsed and kind of on the fly, and that's exactly what it was. We were unrehearsed and on the fly, and we just kind of learned songs and then showed up and played them. So it lacked that, like, oomph, that tight oomph that a really good band has. But we pulled it together. We got through it. We played the songs. The people liked it. They were dancing and having a good time. Super tight room, really fucking hot. I'm glad I wore my athletic moisture wicking undershirt, because I'd be soaked to the bone right now with a cotton t-shirt on. So overall, I don't know. It's so late. It's 12:15. I'm driving home, and it was such a long day, and I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it, at my age, to do gigs like this. I made $120. I'm too old to be playing at bars for $120. That, and that's plus tips. We got tips. So the whole band, there's 5 people. We made $100 in tips. That's not good. So I don't. I think I might just I don't know. I think I'll just stick with jazz and ballroom, because fuck, the gigs are done by 9:30, 10 o'clock. You make at least $200. I don't have to lug a 22-inch bass drum. Fuck a 22-inch bass drum. I'm never using a 22-inch bass drum again in my life unless somebody else is carrying it for me. No way. 22-inch bass drum, I'll get that extra umph. Didn't need it. Can tune a 20 just fine. You can tune a 20-inch just fine and get all the oomph you need. You don't need a 22-inch bass drum. No way. It is what it is. I'm glad I did it. I had fun. I was kind of uptight the whole time. I was really trying to get out of my comfort zone and still do a really good job. But I think it affected my playing, that I couldn't just relax and play, because I was worried about if I remembered certain parts of songs, or if I remembered the transitions, and if I remembered to play the beat right, and if I got the tempo right, and this and that. And then I think once I got to the point where I was just we're all kind of in the same everybody else is kind of worried about that shit too. So I just stopped worrying about it and just kind of played what I think was going to happen, and it turned out to be better. It turned out to be fine. I don't know, Jerry. I don't know. Sometimes. Next time, no 22-inch bass drum, and I don't know. Maybe I'll write some lead sheets or something, so that I can just follow that instead of stressing, or just not stress over it. Just show up and play the gig and not give a shit, because the bass player didn't give a fuck. Dude showed up, didn't even know half the songs. He's learning them on his phone right before the gig started. Oh, how does this go, and what key is this song in, and that's great that you've got that skill level and you can do that. But I don't know, some of us prepared a lot and wanted to put on a really good gig and hopefully put on a good show, and other people just kind of showed up for $100. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to show up for $100. I did all right. I think I did all right. I did just fine. I did fine. It's been a long time since I played any. We play a rock and roll song here and there on our sets with the ballroom gigs, but we didn't play the stuff we played tonight. We don't play that, and it was a whole night of it. So, but I stayed true. I played the parts. I think I killed it pretty well. Toward the end of the night, I definitely got better, but the beginning of the night, I was not great. And now I know that gigs at that bar are going to be hot and they're going to be late, and I don't know if I'm into that. I don't know if I'm into being out this late. I am going to go home and go to bed, and hopefully my kids don't wake me up in the morning. They will. Daddy, can I watch your phone? No. Go draw a picture. My son was practicing writing Japanese today, just out of nowhere. He's I'm
learning how to write Japanese. He's 7. I'm going to write Japanese. He's like writing kids' names in Japanese. I'm like, where does this come from? I'm babbling. Yeah, so, all right, no, I'm not just going to sign off, because the whole point of this whole video is like, get out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. If all you do is play metal, stop, like, play something else. If all you do is play jazz, play something else. If all you do is play country, play something else. It's good for you. It's good for your chops. It's good for your groove. It's good for your time. It's good for your library of ideas. It's good for every aspect of your playing and your development as a musician, is to play all kinds of music. I just encourage you to please, like, just jam with people who don't play metal. Like, jam with a band that does something else. Just listen to a kind of music and try to learn it. Like, try to mimic what the drummer's doing. Like, put on whatever. It doesn't matter. Just like, you do something else. It's super good to do. That's what this video is all about. It was like, I'm going to take this gig and I'm going to go play some shit that I don't normally play. And I'm going to prepare for it. And I'm going to see if I can go and do it. And kill it and be good. And in the past, I've played punk and I've played rock and I've played funk and I've played all kinds of stuff, but it's been like literally like 15 years, 20 years. I don't even know. Anyway, I'm gonna get a snack and go home and go to bed. So see you guys. Hope you enjoyed. Good night. Fuck a 22-inch bass drum.